The strength of our team right now is I think we don't really have that true go-to guy. We're more by committee. You know, we're trying to hang our hat and our calling card on the defensive end. So, you know, look for us to put a lot of emphasis on trying to stop people. It's a great test today coming in our place with great shooters and a well-coached team by Coach Nash.
Yeah, you know, we want to push it up and down the floor. We have to because we have to score points. And I know that, you know, Donnie's done a great job with his team, and they want to slow tempo down. So today, I think, especially with 1 day of preparation for both teams, and, you know, this is the second game sandwiched in on the weekend, I think whichever team is able to impose what strategy they want to play is going to benefit.
Coming up, it's the Red Flash of St. Francis, Pennsylvania, taking on the Terriers of St. Francis, New York. The action tips off on this early season Northeast Conference matchup next. Paco Rubino is a combo guard and a reach in and a steal for Devin Sweeten.
And no reason to put your hands on the player. That's just a foolish foul there by Steph.
In the league at 8.2 per game. Here's Ianni. Womack for three. Got it!
Well, Dave, the extension of 1 foot from 19.9 to 20 feet 9 doesn't seem to affect these two teams anyway. 'Tis the season to be jolly and to watch college hoops.
Ianni for three, raining it from deep.
And he was about a foot at least, Dave, beyond the 20, so he was about 21 or 22 feet away.
Rocco Rubino, bellissimo.
And Brian Nash is saying he's up applauding and clapping, and he's saying push it and shoot it.
Up by 5, just over 3 minutes to go in the first half. Marquise Ford to Nelson. Sweetney, that was pretty sweet.
Offense, because it's 5 bodies moving, you don't have a lot of set plays. Great situation there. Get it to your best player, clear it out a little bit, and let him take it right to the rack and finish.
The left, Ianni with another rebound. Perunicic from the parking lot.
Well, if he lights it up here and gets going, it can mean lights out for the Red Flash. Again, Gary Wallace, the coach, the player from Robert Morris, said it was so deflating. He was shooting from the volleyball lines, as we mentioned. They had a hand in his face. They couldn't stop him. He just pulls up, and again, that green light, Dave, is something Brian Nash has just drilled into his team.
Cal Nelson. The senior Nelson starting to feel it. He has 9 seniors. Sweetney is a junior, and he misses the jumper. Jukic with the follow.
Does a great job of clearing the bodies out around him, got that rebound and came right back into the lane. No defensive rotation to help out there. Paint, and against the zone, it's a little tougher to get the ball inside. It may make, as Sweetney says, forget that, coach, and takes the ball right to the rack, but wide open along the baseline. Somebody's got to rotate over there.
Rubino. Ianni on the move, hits it, and he's fouled.
2004, September the 10th, in this arena named for Maurice Stokes. I used to go to the games up at Kutcher's, and wide open is Ianni. I think you could have made that shot.
Hoffman to Nelson, 5 on the shot clock. Sweetney, turnaround, got it! Big basket.
Need to stop right here. If not, then they are going to have to start fouling.
Ford, high off the glass with 3 on the shot clock. Second chance. Womack to Rubino, a long 3. Got it! Wow. 1 minute left, 9 on the shot clock. Ford drives by his man. Inside to Hoffman with 3 on the shot clock. Warriors thought they were on a roll. They upset Robert Morris on the road on Thursday, but Don Friday's club has been very solid, especially in the second half. Rubino's 3 goes with 7.2 seconds left.
A lot of seniors and juniors.
Nelson made 1 of 2, but he made it a 2-possession game. Perunicic, nothing doing, and that will do it. Francis PA victorious this afternoon, 69-65 over their NEC rival, St. Francis of New York. Dave Popkin, Terry O'Connor putting a wrap on this game. And Terry, a good inside-outside combo today, especially in the second half. Devin Sweetney and Cal Nelson for St. Francis PA were great.
Well, Nelson, that senior leadership, you just can't put a price on that. Able to penetrate and get the ball inside and finish himself. Devin Sweetney, another double-double, has stepped up. Could be one of the best players in the conference. But really the story, the three-point shooting, 3 out of 14 in the second half. That really hurt Brian Nash and the Terriers.
Exactly. They were 7 for 14 in the first half, and then they died by it in the second half, making just 3 from deep. So they finished up 10 for 28 from three-point range. 3 for 11 for St. Francis, PA, but they did enough, especially in the paint, 30-16. Once again, our final score, 69-65, St. Francis, Pennsylvania. Today's NEC Scholar-Athletes are Terriers track and field star Matt Megerdichian and outstanding Red Flash football player Scott Lewis, a little bit of an easier name. Megerdichian is an information technology major with a 3.42 GPA, while Lewis, a history and secondary education major, maintains a 3.54 grade point. Before the game, I had a chance to sit down with a great young man, Mislav Jukic. He's a junior tri-captain for St. Francis of Pennsylvania. Grew up in Zagreb, Croatia. Certainly had a different upbringing than the rest of his teammates, growing up with the fear and the turmoil of war. You were born in 1987, so that means between ages 4 and 8. Your country was at war. Croatia was trying to become an independent, sovereign nation. What was that like as a kid, growing up in a war-torn country? What do you remember of that time?
It was a really stressful time for me and my family. You know, I remember I was 4 years old. First air attack in my city happened on September 16, 1991. And I really remember that time because it was supposed to be a really important day for me. Like every kid when they're 4 years old, they probably wouldn't remember exactly the details, but it was really stressful, chaotic time for us. So I really remember specific details. We had like birthday party in the basement, my neighbor's basement. So, you know, stuff like that, it just really stuck in your memory and you never forget them throughout your life.
Your family, in particular, your father had to become involved in the war, correct?
Yeah, my uncles, my cousins, my father, they were all involved in war. My mom stayed with us, protect us, my grandma, but everybody was out there fighting, you know.
So Croatia becomes an independent nation now, separate from Yugoslavia, from the Serbs. How is the country different now?
Yugoslavia, for 45 years we were in communism. You know how communism works. Really, everything is government held. Now we're trying, that transformation is, we're trying to build up our economy again. We have pretty good natural resources. Our tourism is really giving us, like, trying to get us back on our feet, and we're really turning into a pretty nice country to live in, you know.
Have you given thought as to whether you would like to go back to Croatia upon graduation, or whether you want to stay here in the States and try to either play or work?
I definitely want to go back home, you know, and try to play basketball and try to find a job, you know. I mean, my parents, and it was all their dream to live in an independent country, and now me leaving, it was a really hard decision to make, but they want me to go back and continue to live in Croatia.
Mislav, it's been a pleasure. Thanks very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Mislav Jukic, a junior from St. Francis of Pennsylvania. And if that doesn't make you a tough customer, I'm not sure what will. St. Francis, New York on top of his Red Flash, 33-27. We're back.